Hey Aussie Gamers, and welcome to episode 42 of the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that is not console exclusive. I am your host Luke One, and joining me as usual is my good friend Thorncliffe. How are you, mate?
I am very good.
Fantastic, and we also have our other really good friend Red. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks mate, nice intro.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just asking about your welfare because I know what's going on in your personal gaming life.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, as you put it eloquently today, it's bittersweet.
Yes, all right. Well, we'll probably hear a bit more about that when you tell us about your week. But first, before we do that, I'll talk about this week's show in preview. So first up, after our general discussion, we're going to have our news. In our news, I'm going to talk a little bit about Robbin Williams' death this week, some PS4 firmware update information, Destiny's expansion packs. We've got some Tomb Raider news. DayZ is coming to consoles, and there's a few more news articles that we've got. We'll go into What's That Sound after that and bring the show home for another week. So, first of all, Red, I am keen to hear about your week. Go ahead.
Oh, bombs away. We had a game of Worms Battleground, or more than one, being singular.
Oh,
and, you want to hear the good news first?
No, talk about Worms. Go with Worms.
Yeah, Worms. We decided if one of us were going to do it.
We do have Worms. I remember that joke when I was 13 years old in year 7 and I was playing Worms back then. It's like, dude, have you got Worms? No, Mum made me take a tablet.
Yeah, I got mine in chocolate form. I think it was meant for the dog.
Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
But we decided if one was going to do it, the other was going to do it. So when you sent me through a photo of it being on special, I went, right, bit the bullet, tax money, cha-ching, got it, and yeah, no sooner later did you have it.
Yeah, well, we got it for what, $3?
Sorry?
How much was it? 23?
18. Oh, no, 23, yeah, 30 down to 22.95, you're correct.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so we decided to pick that up, and, well, it wasn't so much a gamble, but we took a punt. And other than the campaign single-player mode, it's lived up to everything it should be and could be. Yeah,
the single-player is a bit boring, but you don't...
It's not traditional.
What's that?
It's not so traditional. You're actually making your way across more land and with mini mission objectives and everything, and not really much AI power coming at you. So it's holding. I've only admittedly done probably the first 7 or 8 levels, and it's still really holding my hand.
It is. What I think the single-player campaign is really just training for multiplayer.
Yeah, it's just a filler.
Yeah, I'm not fussed on the single-player, but the multiplayer is where that comes to life, man. Us playing that the other night and the night before, just so much laughter. And the way I put it is that game is either full of massive fuck-ups or accidental successes. That sums up that game.
Yeah.
The one thing that I need to know to see if it sells it or not, does it have Matt Berry doing the voiceover again?
No, it's got, I don't know a name, but it's Jen, because that Matt Berry that's the
Douglas Renham from the IT crowd.
Renham. Yeah. It's now got Jen from the IT crowd.
Jen from the IT crowd, doesn't it?
Yeah. So,
okay.
I mean, but that's for the single-player campaign and the menus. Like in multiplayer, there's none of that. But it's got whatever her name is now, Jen, the head of the IT.
Catherine Parkinson.
Is that her name? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got her now. So I don't know if they're going to get one of the other characters for the next one or whatever. But
it's Richard Ayoade.
Is that Roy?
No, it's
Moss.
Moss.
Yeah. Moss would be awesome. They should do him next. Dude, it is awesome, and it's 4-player multiplayer, and it is really fun.
Okay.
Everyone listening out there, we've got an Aussie Gamers clan. Get amongst it.
Yeah, come and join up, and 4-player battles. Me and Red will be playing all the time, or should I say, Red and I? But the banana bomb, the
holy hand grenade.
Holy hand grenade. That is so cool.
But with the jetpacks and the water and the drowning and just the general shenanigans that they get up to, because when you pick your your accent or your origin or whatever, like you're Aussie, you pick the Australian one, and you g'day mate, and real cliche Aussie.
Pisser.
But yeah, no, I recommend it. $18, $22 even. Well, I don't know where I got 18 from, but $22, $23, even 30. You know, I wouldn't have been too miffed spending 30 on it now. I've come to play it.
No, you get a lot of good fun out of it.
Yeah, and other than that, we had a quick run on Riptide, Dead Island last night.
Yeah, I joined just for a little while. Yeah.
On what?
Got it in the mail.
PS3.
Oh, PS3. Yeah. I think I've got just normal Dead Island, the game of the year.
Oh yeah.
Not Riptide.
It lived up to every review that I've read so far. That the paper thin storyline and some of the mechanics let it down, and it's glitchy and it's this and that. But it's just piss funny.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got a couple of RPG aspects which I can associate and appreciate. But I don't really think it's about that. It's just keep whacking your levels on and just keep punching the piss out of zombies. And I love it. So that'll probably be something I'll be doing a little bit more of in the coming future. And other than that, Last of Us multiplayer with you guys.
Oh yeah, I played that as well. I finished my first 12 weeks last night. So
yeah,
you're keen to keep going on that?
I've done just over 40 weeks.
Bloody hell! Now tell us, Red.
40 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been smashing it. Tell us.
On launch day, I picked up my PS4.
Yes.
And we're about 10 months into the ownership of this wonderful device. And I'm sending it back.
Oh.
So just to diagnose it quickly for the guys listening, it's got a slightly louder fan noise, sometimes revving right up. It was really highlighted with The Last of Us, because I remember thinking to myself, I could possibly just need a bit more juice to run the game because it is so pretty and nice and whatnot. But then 1 to 2 times a night I was getting a critical error, like the blue screen of death quickly, where you report your error and then you got to restart your game. And then it leaked over to worms, and it just started happening more frequently. And through a few conversations with Sony Australia, they've been very helpful, handy. They gave me 3 different steps to try and rectify the problem. But it didn't come to fruition, so they've sending me off an email so I can send the PlayStation back to them, and they're going to send me a brand new one.
So is it what I said the other day? They're going to send a box?
No, what they actually do, and they send an email with a printout, and you just print that out and take it to the bloody post office, and they do all the packaging in there. It's got the directions for them to do it, and charge Sony. So basically all I'm doing is taking the PlayStation, no cords, no nothing, in with this sheet of paper that I'm yet to be sent. Actually, I did send them an email asking them about half an hour ago where it is. They said just take that in and take the piece of paper in, and they'll do everything else for me from there. I'll get a text message notifying me when it hits its destination, and I'll probably be getting a text message when my other one's leaving. So we're looking 5 to 7 working days with postage. So probably 2 weeks I'll be without it.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad news for you, man.
Panda.
Bugger.
But it is good. So just the same with when I had my issues with my 360, and I got the same thing, sent out the label, and I just boxed it up and sent it back to them. But yeah, I think it was about a 3 or 4 day turnaround, and I had mine back.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, they were really good. So when you do have issues like that, they are really good in trying to help out. So yeah.
And you know what? The longest I was on hold waiting for a call was about 45 seconds.
That's all right.
Because I've dealt with Centrelink this week and bloody Telstra. I spent half my week on hold.
Did you find out, is it a 12-month warranty or a 24-month warranty?
It's a 12-month warranty, but they gave us the option when we first got it, we could take an extended warranty out on it.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently I didn't.
I don't think I did either.
No, which is okay.
I was never offered one.
You never got offered one?
No.
I wouldn't have offered you one either.
Through the PlayStation store.
Oh, through the PlayStation store, was it?
Yeah, you bought it through the PlayStation store.
What?
Yeah, no shit.
I never saw that. I think you're imagining shit.
Excuse me.
What'd you fart?
I hope I'm not now. No. I'm 99% sure that you bought it.
I'm actually
You can buy
thinking
it
back.
free.
Yeah, I think I may have seen something
It was
like
like
that.
$79 for 3 years,
Mm.
and that'd cover you dropping a coffee on it.
Oh, and I never saw that. Anyway, yeah. Well, look. Good luck with that. Let us know. Hopefully, next week you'll have a bit of an update, and you can let us know on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. All right. Is that it for your week?
That's it, mate. Thank you, mate. Yep.
All right. You or me, Sean?
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
You go last. I have spent most of my week at Hogwarts. It's really, really sad. I got the free PS Vita game Lego Harry Potter. I think it's years 5 to 7.
Oh, really?
And
So haven't given you the first one?
no, it was because I think the first one was a PSP game.
Oh, okay.
And then when the Vita came out, they brought 5 to 7 out on the Vita and all that. So
Right.
I've been playing through that. I didn't have much time with the TV at the start of the week, or like the football was on and stuff. So I thought, I'll watch the footy and I'll play a bit on the Vita, and I couldn't put it down. I played the first playthrough of it, and I went, yeah. And then I went back and got all the character tokens and all that. And then there's once you've done like the main campaign through it, and there's also like a dueling section in it. So you have like wand battles, but it's like every character that you collect throughout the game, you've got a battle, and you get like
You used to have wand battles
based on...
back in high school, didn't you?
Yeah, probably.
In the bathroom.
Yeah, with you.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
I used a baton.
A baton. Yeah. Right. Moving on. So yeah, I'm 3 trophies off now from getting the platinum on it. So other than that, I got Wolfenstein the New Order in the mail. I've been playing a heap of that as well. I'm going to try and keep it vague, but I'm getting a concrete sample at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a brilliant game. The storyline in it's very captivating. It's good. I like it. I got to have sex on a train. There's.
Did you go for the gun?
Did I go for the gun?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't?
What do you mean go for the gun?
Do you know what I'm
On the
talking
train.
about?
On the train?
Yeah. There's a bit where you can go for the gun with the cards. He's putting the cards down.
Ah, yeah. Yes. No, I didn't.
Oh, pussy.
I
went for the
They were
gun.
going to shoot me. Yeah? Did they shoot you?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you die?
Yes.
Did I go for the second time to see if it happened again? Yes.
Yeah, the same thing happens about 8 times. No.
I'm going to do a full playthrough on that, and then apparently it's glitched as well for the platinum, that you've only got to complete it on Uber difficulty. You've only got to play the last level.
Have you done the 5 gig update?
I don't know. Has that changed it, has it?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, you can just delete it, couldn't you?
Delete the update.
Yeah, reinstall the game.
Yeah. And then just not...
I read about the same glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't collected all that much of the gold and that. I thought I'd do a second run through of it and just pick up all the little collectibles, and was it the gold and the codes?
Enigma codes,
yeah. I found a fair few of those. The other thing I like about it is the health in it. It's not your typical... It goes back to old school first-person shooter where you actually need to pick up health and armor and all that. You don't just regen magically.
What game was it? Was it that game? I can't remember. There was a game that gave you the option.
Well, I don't think it was that.
I can't remember what game it was, but there was a game I've played recently where you could choose to have regenning health or require health packs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
remember
sure.
what it is. It had to have been a remake of something.
It could have been Wolfenstein because you played it on the Can I Play Daddy, didn't you?
Yeah.
It could have been on that level. I don't know. That they might have just on that difficulty. It might have
Well,
just
no,
or just
because it was at the
out.
beginning, and I first started playing Wolfenstein on the normal setting, and I bumped it down because I was shit at it.
Oh,
I can't remember what
yeah,
game it
it's
was.
good though because you've got to actually aim and you don't. There's no reflex sights or anything like that in it, so it's
Yeah, it
cool.
takes it right back.
Yeah, that's what I want from a first-person shooter. Something that involves a little bit of skill, you know.
What difficulty are you doing it on?
What's just below Uber?
Yeah, that's the one I done it on.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you get to the last level, you'll understand why you probably won't want to play that just on Uber for the trophy.
yeah.
Me.
Crazy, is it?
It took a couple of hours, yeah.
Yeah, for the last level.
Yeah, the last level is a boss, so yeah, just the boss.
Oh, gee.
I fucking spatter.
But they are challenging though. The bosses that I've had so far, like I think it's with the in the helipad.
I thought they were piss easy.
I wonder why. Yeah. You just go, oh Emily, I need to go to the toilet. Can you just finish this boss off for me?
I was just walking around going, oh, there's a bit of health, there's a bit of ammo, there's another bit of health, there's some more ammo, there's some health, ammo. Boom! I win.
You're shooting it with a handgun.
How far away from
Pistol.
58?
As I said, I've got the concrete sample.
That's like
Oh, that one. Sorry. Yes.
like halfway or something, isn't it? Or probably a bit more than half.
Yeah, just after. Yeah. Have you looked at the poster when you've gone to have a sleep?
Has BJ died yet?
I've had a.
Spoiler alert.
I'm joking. He doesn't die.
Or the character does.
Unless BJ doesn't die, unless you go for the gun on the train.
Yeah.
I had my nightmare. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, will you play the old?
Yeah, so it drops you into the original Wolfenstein, and yeah, that's pretty cool.
Very hard.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I finished the whole level. What are you talking about?
Yes, it was quite difficult. Mm.
Did you go along the walls looking for all the bloody old secret?
Yeah, all the old secret doors, went up to all the Nazi posters, and yeah, yeah.
They're there.
But yeah, it's good. I've been enjoying it. Hopefully, I'll finish that all this week.
Cool. Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it? All right, cool. I started playing Halo at the Anniversary Edition on my Xbox 360. I don't know where it came from, but I was just at work and one of the guys, I think we got into a bit of a console war battle at work, and one of the guys brought up Halo, and I'm like, Halo, what a shit game. And he goes, have you played it? And I went, no. And he goes, all right, I've got the Halo Anniversary Edition. I'm bringing it in, and you're going to play it. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's the Anniversary Edition. It's all sort of modernised and looks a bit better. I'll give it a go. I'm really impressed. I think my gamer taste has matured with my age, because I fucking hated this game when I first tried it back when it was fairly new, and I kind of love it. I'm really enjoying it. And you can flip using the back button on the controller. You can flip between the old Xbox graphics and then back to the remastered sort of graphics. They've put a lot of work into the detail. Because, I mean, you can have a look at The Last of Us Remastered. It's really the same graphics. It's just a little bit more high fidelity, yeah? With this, they've put so much time into remaking that game. They've essentially remade it again from scratch. But it looks brilliant compared to how terrible the original looked. But
I thought the original actually looked quite good.
Oh,
For when it came out, you looked down and there was grass.
Yeah, back
And
then,
you looked up and it was the whole halo was surrounding the Earth, and
it sounds like you've watched the video game movie.
huh?
Sounds like you've just quoted what the guy said on that movie.
What movie
The video game movie.
is it?
Yeah, when they were talking about
Oh,
Halo. And they were
okay.
talking about. I watched something the other day. I think it was the video game movie anyway. And they were talking about Halo, and that was the first thing he commented on was the grass, and then he commented about the Halo going right around. Anyway, beside the point. Look, it did because they used the new style of textures where when you got closer to a thing, it didn't pixelate. It sort of did a slight blur, which removed the pixelation which you would normally get in the previous consoles, and it looked amazing. Because yeah, when you look down, it was obviously by today's standard, it's pretty average, but you could see the individual blades of grass in the textures. But yeah, look, it did look good for its time, but by today's standard, it's pretty rubbish. But the anniversary edition looks fantastic, and it plays really great, and I'm really enjoying it in the storyline. But there's one thing that I also come to a realization playing this Halo, because a lot of people made comments about Destiny being like a revamped Halo or Halo the MMO and things like that. Do you know what I've got to say about that to those people? You're fucking spot on. It really is. You can really see. I reckon it's the level design person is still a part of Bungie, and they made the Destiny world, because I was exploring the Halo levels, and it felt like I was spelunking in Destiny. Like
Yep.
it really, yes, okay, it is very similar to Halo, but that's a good thing. That is a fantastic thing to take what Halo is and turn it into a next generation MMO RPG, if that's what you can classify it under. I think that's
FPS.
FPS.
MMORPG FPS.
Yes, that's a fantastic thing for a video game, and that just shows in how I really love Destiny, and I enjoyed playing the beta. Probably if Destiny was out when Halo came out, I probably would have hated that then too. But yeah, I don't know. It's just my gaming taste buds, if they exist, have matured, and I like different things today than I did 10, 15 years ago.
I found it quite strange that you didn't like the Halo universe straight off, because you are a big fan of the sci-fi kind of things, like
Go
Mass
figure.
Effect and all that kind of stuff. I just couldn't, and I understand like why you didn't
But
like it, but
take this, like, consider this as well. I played Mass Effect 3 years ago,
yeah.
whereas Halo came out. I think it's 10 year. I think it's a 10-year anniversary. The original Halo came out 10 years ago. So I think, once again, I probably wouldn't have been interested in Mass Effect back then either. I don't know what it is. It's just a particular taste, and it's changed. But I'm really enjoying it. I haven't played a lot of it yet, but I will definitely keep at it. It's a really good game. It's aged really well. It doesn't.
Yeah. Well, I've got number 2, 3, and Reach if you want those after you finish.
Oh, really? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I probably will, yeah. I played a fair bit of The Last of Us Remastered, the multiplayer, and have done a lot more of the single-player stuff as well. Knocked off a couple more trophies in there. Played Worms Battlegrounds. We've already gone through that, and already gone through Dead Island Riptide as well. So that's pretty much my week. Other than, I'll make mention, I'll apologise now for the quality of the show. The sound quality, it might not be very good. There probably might be a fair bit of Skyping out and sound errors and things like that. I am recording off my mobile phone internet because my internet is non-existent at the moment. So hopefully that gets sorted out by massive telecommunications company that Australia knows quite well. I'm sure everyone knows who I'm talking about.
T.
Yeah. Hopefully that's sorted out by tomorrow. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. That's it. I think we're good for news now.
Oh, who didn't touch the PS Plus games on PS4?
Oh yeah, they're not that great, are they?
Oh, what is there?
Road not travel
taken.
something.
Road not taken.
I made a video about that and how.
Oh, Fez. I actually played Fez this week, and do you know how I was bagging it out when we were originally talking about it?
Oh,
It looks fantastic on
Oh yeah, I remember you were
I was
saying.
bagging out going, why would you bring this to the PS4 and all that kind of stuff? It looks amazing. The colours are beautiful. The game's, it's good on this, playing it on the big screen. It's pretty cool. So
I played it a little bit, but I didn't really put much time into it.
You liked it, Sean, because when you picked up the gold things, they went together like Lego.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm all blocked out at the moment. I tell you what, it just feels like, I always say this, that the Vita feels like it's made for these type of games. I'm not the biggest fan of the Lego games on the big screen, but I can sit there and play it on the Vita all day.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm not it's a pet hate of mine. I hate dumbed down versions of games.
I'm just a dumbed down person, though. That's the thing. Like,
I'm slightly diluted.
it's imperfect, you know. Like I can sit at work and I can play it during my lunch break, or you know, it's good.
Oh well, look, that's your thing. But yeah, I don't really like it.
Yeah, they can bring out a Lego game every month from now on, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, because you might catch up tally-wise to my platinums.
Platinum's a platinum, Luke.
So the news. My bad.
You got defensive real quick, Sean. Did you assume that I was being negative then?
I was assuming that there was going to be a barrage at me.
But do you remember where that stuff started?
Lego.
Me bagging you out about playing Lego games?
I think that's pretty spot on.
I've been listening to all the old podcasts because I got like this radio tuner for my car now that's through the phone. So I've been plugged it in and listening to all the old episodes. And I listened to that one the other day. And you were saying you're playing Lego Marvel superheroes. And I'm like, what are you, 6?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember that. I'm glad you remember now.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move on to some news. All right, first one, I'll mention Robbin Williams passed away this week, as I'm sure everybody in this country knows. It's been all over the news and probably flooding your Facebook posts. But
I didn't hear anything about it on Facebook.
You joking, or your internet's not working? Somehow your internet's been cut off and you've just been looking at last week's posts. If that's the case. Anyway,
getting posts from Tuesday about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we continue.
But what you won't read in a lot of those Facebook posts, and you won't hear on the news, is that not only was he like a great comedian and actor, but he was also pretty big in the gaming industry. Do you know that?
Yes.
He was a big
daughter's called Zelda.
Well, yes, that's a dead giveaway. I suppose gamers would know this, but a lot of people that aren't into gaming probably wouldn't know. But he was a big World of Warcraft player, and yeah, as you say, his daughter's named Zelda. But immediately after he died, there was a petition that kicked off from the Blizzard community asking for a memorial within the World of Warcraft game. And it didn't take Blizzard very long, but they've gone, yeah, okay, we'll do something. So they're working on something right now. But what was specifically asked for from the Warcraft players was they wanted a character, and they're pretty specific with what they wanted. They wanted Robbin Williams to be in the game in the form of a new character who would deliver jokes within a tavern in the World's End, which I'd imagine is a place in World of Warcraft. So yeah, they want him to be in the bar somewhere telling jokes. And
that'd be pretty cool. You know what the thing about that is, though, that so many people out there could quite possibly have just walked past him, or sat next to him in one of the bars in World of Warcraft and all that kind of stuff, and had absolutely no idea who it was.
Yeah, I don't know what his name was on there. I think they posted it somewhere, but I didn't make note of it. But yeah, that's entirely true, because he was quite keen on his PCs. He would often build his own and build these big monstrous PCs. I guess he'd have enough money to put together a killer rig.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, that's it with that. I found that quite interesting. I knew he was a gamer. I knew he was keen up, but I didn't know he played World of Warcraft and shit. That's pretty cool that the players have petitioned and Blizzard jumped on it like that. Didn't even take them a day, and they tweeted that they were working on something.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's one thing about Blizzard though. Whenever they're very fan based.
That's what
they're very community driven. It's good, and you know what? It's very respectful. Why not?
I've never had much to do with modern day Blizzard. I've only sort of come on board with Hearthstone and now Diablo, and that's only in the last 6 months. So and that's what I seem to see from Blizzard is they seem to be very fan oriented, like a company of the people, almost a polar opposite to EA.
Yes. Like there's just little things like their whole security around their things. They had issues before with a lot of their security and all that kind of stuff. But when I wanted to change the authenticator over on my phone, and I had to send them a picture of my license.
It's because they didn't want you to get fucked over.
But back on to him, he was also the voice of Genie in Owen's Maths Quest, the video game in 1998.
Oh, okay. It was actually him, not just some knockoff dude.
No, it was actually him. Yep.
All right, cool. Who's got the next one?
I'll go.
Go, Red.
Call of Duty Warfare. The pre-orders are up on Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yep.
But are still really lacking behind previous installments.
What do you mean the pre-orders are up?
The amount of people that have pre-ordered the game.
Oh, right. I wasn't sure if you meant like they're available or whatever.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so the amount of people that have pre-ordered it are up on the amount of people that have pre-ordered Ghosts, but are still lacking behind.
Red, are you looking at Game On?
No, why?
You are Skyping out to the max.
Scope out.
Yeah, I'm the one using a mobile phone here. What's going on?
Okay.
Tasmania.
Stop looking at porn. All right, continue.
So Activision CEO Eric Heisberg, however you want to pronounce it, has come out and he's put it down to 3 factors. And digital consumption is up now with next gen. Titles are now being more readily available on day one.
Yeah.
And the decline on overall demand for the software on last gen consoles. Or previous gen. So he's insisted to his investors that it's not an issue. So we'll see how it goes. But Call of Duty, that won't suffer at all.
Nah.
We were having a discussion last night. I said, I'm not getting it. And you go, oh, but you've spent $1 million on every other one. And I'm like, yeah, and that's a mistake I made.
I'm pretty keen on it. Look, in the past, I've fooled myself into believing that I was no longer interested in it. But I'll probably buy it, and I'll probably buy it day one.
That's what I do every year. I say, hey, no, not getting it. And then it comes out that day, and I'm like, oh, yeah, right, why not?
Even though it's a massively produced game and all that sort of stuff, and people are sick of it because it's the same shit, different smell. If you ask me, there's no denying it. That game looks fucking sick, man. That game looks like it's going to be fun, and it does every year. They add something that just draws me in. I don't know, like, it still is the same game, but it's just got extra cool stuff, and this is going to be a true next-gen one because it's going to be made, solely for it. And that video that they put out, and then there's the bit where they're in the multiplayer, the guy's running, and then he jumps and jetpacks over this bridge and then lands behind the guy that was chasing him and shoots him. That was cool. Really cool.
It comes out 6 days after Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
And a couple of weeks before Far Cry.
Oh.
So day one?
Yeah.
I don't.
Nah, probably not. I like those other games better.
Yeah.
Comes out on my birthday. That's what's good about it. You get,
yeah, but I want Assassin's Creed.
Buy me that, and the other one will buy me this one, and yeah.
And yeah, I'm a bigger fan of Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 4. Well, maybe not. I didn't really look into that part. That's interesting. You point that out, Red.
Yeah, look, mate, you're not going to be finished Assassin's Creed in a week. Well, let's face it, most of us won't. And then Far Cry's out in a couple of weeks' time. By the time you wrap up doing everything you want to do on Assassin's Creed, and then you're going to be smashed straight into Far Cry 4, I don't really think it's worth a day one buy. Like a lot of multiplayer guys will. But as we said, as you said, your tastes have changed. My tastes have changed now too. So that's on the back burner.
That's something to think about. All right. Oh, well, yeah, you're probably right. Probably won't, but I don't know. We'll see how we go.
You'll only save money. You'll get it later on down the track for $79 towards Christmas.
I think it'll be $79 on release.
Yeah, they're starting to become a little bit more sensible with prices.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it on that one.
We'll move on from that one.
All right. Microsoft have got their new update coming out for the Xbox One, which will allow you to play MKV files.
Yes,
on
you
the
can now
Xbox
play your
One.
pirated games.
Yes, all your pirate videos, you'll just be able to put it straight onto a USB stick, plug it in, be ready to go.
Well, that's a step in the right direction because that smashes Sony. Sony need to pull their finger out of their ass. You can't even play anything, not even music. I mean, you could play DVDs and Blu-rays, but can't get no DLNA service or anything like that. That needs to come. There was a rumor that it is coming, but whether that's true or not, I don't know. So
they're charging money for it.
Yeah, well, that's it. They want you to use the
Music Unlimited.
Music Unlimited and the PlayStation Movie Store or whatever it is. But yeah, that's good for Microsoft. That's a step in the right direction to gain some ground on the PS4.
Yeah, agreed.
Nice. All right, is that all in that one?
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll switch from Microsoft straight over to Sony. They've outlined their PS4 firmware 2.0 update. This was at that Gamescom thing that happened in Germany just this last week. So the major ones, there's heaps of updates, but the major ones here that I've taken note of is they're going to have that share play that was originally teased back when the PlayStation 4 was announced. That's the one where you can join your friends cooperatively. So if your mate's playing a video game and he's stuck on a level, you can jump in and control the game without actually owning it. So it's I can probably, I'm sort of speculating a little bit here, but Sean, if you're playing a game, let's say you're playing Lego something, and you get stuck on a level and you're like, oh Luke, give us a hand here, I can't get past this level. I can observe what you're doing and take control. This is what I believe from what I've read, and I don't actually have to own the game. I think it'll probably run on some sort of streaming service.
Yeah, stream or something.
Yeah, it's very similar to PlayStation Now. So hopefully that does come to Australia when that's released, and we're not sort of put on the back burner for another 12 months. But that's coming in the future. I don't think they mentioned when, but it's coming soon. And there'll also be another thing that I only mentioned to you, Red, in the last week, is you'll be able to upload gameplay videos directly to YouTube.
Yes.
Which is
that'll
fantastic.
Be good.
Yeah, that'll be great. And that's because, I mean, it's great that we can extract it now using USB, but it's just, that's the middleman that you don't need. Unless you're going to do some editing on a PC, which I might do every now and then, that's great. But sometimes I just want to upload that 30-second clip of something that just happened in a game that I was playing. But I don't want to upload it to my Facebook page, because, I mean, it's not exactly the greatest player. I would prefer to just pump it straight to our YouTube account, Aussie Gamers. So that's good. That's coming. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, tweaks and things like that, but they were the main ones that I picked from it.
Get ready for YouTube to be flooded.
Well,
I wonder.
It already is.
Yeah, but I wonder how much of this content is going to be. This copyright computer they've got going will be working overtime.
The main thing that it picks up on is music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, actually, one of the first episode that I think it was episode 40 that I put of the Aussie Gamers Express podcast. I put it on YouTube. It got flagged for copyright.
It did.
For the
what's that sound?
No, for the Destiny soundtrack, I put the closing music was the Destiny music, and it picked it up for that. So I just unmonetized it. It was all good. Because I figure I'll monetize them, because who cares if ads pop up on the screen? It's a podcast.
Yeah.
You're not watching it anyway. So,
yeah, you're just listening.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so anyway, I'll keep that in mind with the music tracks that I put into future podcasts. But yeah, all right. Who's next?
Me.
Go for it.
Bohemia Interactive Studios planning on bringing DayZ to PlayStation 4.
Hell yeah!
But is it not finished on PC yet?
That's a good point. Yeah, it's still in what is it? What do they call it when you
early access?
Early access. It's still in early access. That's right.
So, what is this just going to be another work in progress? What are they going to make it cheap, free to play? Because we had that H1Z1 or Hizzy, if you will. It was announced to be coming to PS4 as well, and isn't that not basically somewhat the same game?
Oh, I don't know much about H1Z1, but I would like to think that they hold off. I'm in no rush for it, but I'm keen for it. Hold off on DayZ until it's finished.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd love to play a survival open world MMO like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I'd like to hear your opinions on this, but I'm okay with PC being an open platform and having early access stuff. I don't want early access shit on my console.
Fair call.
I've always, my idea of a console has always been pop it in and it'll work no matter what, because it's made for that console. It's not
unless again we go back to EA.
Well, yeah.
And the last two Battlefields have been early access.
But I don't want early access on my console. I only want finished products. That's just, I don't know, it's just something for me. I want my console to be pristine. I don't want it to become something that's has less than top par quality gaming on it.
Incomplete, yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah.
When was the last time they gave out a complete game though? Everything has season.
Well, we're not talking about DLC.
I understand completely what you're saying.
Cool.
I don't want it to be.
Yeah.
Am I right in assuming that's a mod that was originally a mod to Arma 2 or Arma 3?
Arma 2.
Arma 2.
It was Arma 2. You had to have Operation Arrowhead and something else. There was 2 DLCs that you needed for it, as well as Arma 2. And it was a free mod that you could install over the top of it. And if you ask me, I enjoyed the mod better than the standalone. I thought the mod was... well, I mean, mind you, the standalone isn't... It's still in early access, so it's obviously it's not up to where the mod was, because that was out for many years, but... Well, a couple of years at least. But, yeah, I enjoyed the actual mod better. But anyway, so hopefully the console one comes out. It's quite good. I'll be keen for it.
Let's just hope he doesn't bugger off overseas again to do something crazy.
Yeah, go and climb a big stupid mountain again.
Yeah. We'll be able to see if that person has their boots still.
Oh,
Jason.
Yeah, naughty Jason. Red, is that going over your head?
Just a little, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to go back. I gave you all the episodes. Go back and listen to them. I can't remember what episode that is.
It's one of the early ones.
Oh, Jason's comment about boots and somebody dead up in the mountain and certain races. Oh, that's what we need to do, an episode where we just talk about past episodes.
Yes.
A best of. All right, let's move on. Is it up to me again?
Sean.
Sean.
Ah, yes.
Right, go ahead.
It is up to me. I was going to say, Snow has been announced, an open world skiing game for the PS4. It's coming exclusive to PS4.
All right, I've got a question quickly.
Yep.
Is Informer a part of the soundtrack?
Informer. Is that old?
The song by Snow. Yeah.
Middle. Well.
No, that's
No?
you've just melded two songs together there.
Yeah.
You say well.
Sorry,
That's a
continue.
simple one, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Yeah, so they've just announced it at Gamescom this week. It's supposed to be a big open world where you're able to snowboard, ski, and all that. So I'll post some photos. It looks absolutely amazing, beautiful. We were just talking about this last week that we needed another like a snowboarding game or
Yeah, cool.
something like that. So yeah, here it is, big open world skiing game. I think it'll be pretty cool.
How open can the world be?
Well, just like on a mountain, I guess. You'll be able to choose what tracks you want to go down on the mountain, or
But surely that's not open world because unless you've got like a ski lift that you can use.
yeah, you could probably use a ski lift to go up to whichever run you want to do, or
That's going to be fun.
then get to the bottom of the hill and go into the bar and have a few skiing, and then go back out and try and ski down the hill again, pissed, and break your legs.
Time on a ski lift.
Yeah, that's it. You're on the ski lift and you're going up to the top and you can look off the edge.
Do that thing from Dumb and Dumber where you stick
Can you
your
lick
tongue.
lick the pole. Oh, I heard you like doing that, Sean. Licking, licking
I've
pole.
got a fucking fascination with battens and poles and stuff this week. Yeah.
I don't know what it
You've
is.
been at home alone too much this week. I've been watching them videos again.
Well, I've got no internet, so I haven't been looking at porn.
No, them ones I lent you.
Would you lend me? Don't bring me into your weird shenanigans.
Yes. Just scored again.
Stop watching the football. Aussie, I should. What do I have to change it to Aussie video gamers?
Next.
Oh, next. All right. Destiny's first expansion has been announced, and it's going to hit in December. So the game's not even out, and we're getting information about their DLC. So those who get the limited or ghost editions will get that included. And
All 7 people in Australia.
yeah, apparently that's quite limited. But, and they'll get something else along with that expansion. So when's it coming out? September and then December. That's pretty quick. They're going to punch out some DLC for it. That's pretty cool.
Any word on what type of DLC it's going to be, or is
No,
just like a couple extra quests? Or
No, but look, interestingly enough, they use the word expansion. I don't know if that's like a
maybe
hint.
another planet or something.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm thinking, that it might be another planet unlocked because, I don't know, DLC to me sounds like an extra pair of boots or an extra playable character or something. An expansion to me just sounds like they're expanding on the word. I don't know. It could just be what the word they used, but I might be
How
looking
pissed
into
off are you going to be on day one when you buy it and you go in there and the moon isn't open, and that's the expansion for December.
Oh yeah, that moon was cool. Nah, there'll be plenty to look and see. I'll be happy with it. I know I will be. I've got lots of faith in that game.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it for that one. So
Continuing with Bungie and the Destiny flavour,
Yep.
just to put everyone at rest if they had any doubts or hopes that they were going to be keeping their beta characters, no, you won't be, because it's incomplete, and they say here if you were to regain your character and everything like that, it will be broken. Confusing at best and broken at worst is their direct quote, because it's not the full character, it's not the full game.
But see, I don't know why that's news. I've seen that so many places when I'm sort of looking at gaming websites that's news. I thought that was common knowledge that was.
Took it as a given, yeah.
I took it as a given that was going to be the case. Well, for starters, they did the same thing with the alpha. Granted, people probably may not have been involved in the alpha, but it's how many times have you played a demo, a downloadable demo from the store, and continued on from the demo when you buy the full game?
No, absolutely not.
When? Never. Well, not never, because
No.
it has happened, but it's very rare. The example I'm thinking of is Case Zero for Dead Rising 2. Your level, but that was a paid demo. You had to pay for that. It was like $5. but your level that you got to, which even there was like a level cap at maybe level 10 or whatever. But if you maxed it out when you played the full version, you got to keep that level. But that's a rare occasion, and that was a paid demo. Very rarely will you ever download a demo off your store or whatever and have your progress carry on to the full game. It just doesn't. It's not really heard of.
No.
I was surprised. Anyway, sorry.
And what's the level cap going to be in Destiny?
Oh, 20.
20. So that's another thing. I made level 8, which was the cap in the beta. I made that in about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So if I can make level 20 in 5 hours,
yeah, but
that's just not gonna.
But the thing is, with Destiny, that's not the be all and end all. It's not all going to be about your character's level, because beyond your level is your abilities level, and there's the subclasses. Then there's the loot that you find that's going to sort of determine the power of your character, not necessarily the level. The levels there, I think, is really just to pace out what you get up to and what you do. Yeah. So I don't think you're going to be losing much from having played the beta and restarting.
But you remember when you went into it and you went to your subclass and pressed triangle, like you used your grenade so many times and then you upgraded your grenade?
Yep.
Like, well, I put, we'll come to about 14, 15 hours into it, and I was nowhere near, even at level 8, maxing out the subclasses and the subcategories that they allowed you to do there. So
well, that's it. I put an entire day's worth into it, about 24 hours, and I didn't come close either. Yeah,
I watched a couple of videos where IGN and whatnot, they said that a level 29 character, they gave you a preview of what a level 29 character in Bungie can do. But I think that, from what I gather, that's a level 20 character with a level 9 subclass.
But as well, I do think that in the future, time to come, that level may rise.
Oh yeah, well look, they're doing it with Diablo.
That's right. So I don't think there's any issues there.
They also said that they've got a 10-year plan for Destiny as well. So
which is one of my biggest interests. I'm happy with that.
Well, World of Warcraft's 10 years old. I don't see why they can't continue to just. How do they do it? They just continue to bring out DLCs, or do they add a subscription base to it, or what is going to do it?
Season passes.
Season pass. So essentially, it's going to be like a $600 game.
Yeah, but over 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, well worth the investment. That wasn't negativity.
If you're enjoying it, keep playing, keep paying and buying the expansions. If you're not, stop playing it. Easy as that.
You'd almost insist we won't see a PlayStation 5 for a decade now.
Well, that's probably going to be right, I'd imagine.
But what do you do when you get to? Oh well, I guess that Blizzard's done it where they drop the price of the original game and then just release the most updated DLC at a certain price if you want to buy in 3 years down the track with everything. So
yeah, as opposed to actually having to outlay $600 if you want everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's not nice. But
do they bring out expansions on discs?
Oh, good question.
Maybe they might do that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, how much are you going to be able to fit on your hard drive?
Well, that's it.
Yeah, they could run.
I still go back to day one when I said that it should have had a terabyte in it.
Oh, absolutely. I thought it should have been a terabyte minimum.
Xbox One is releasing the Advanced Warfare Xbox One on release day, which is the 3rd of November, with a 1 terabyte drive in it.
Yeah.
$99.
$600 without the Kinect.
I would have said that should have been the minimum. But they're not really.
I've already got close to maxing out my PS4.
Yeah, it's not future-proof. Like, what's the Diablo 3 on the PS?
Oh, that wasn't it like 74 gigs?
It's going to be, 60, 70 gigabytes. Like, fuck.
Do it on your phone, though.
Yeah, that's right. I'll download that on my phone, whatever. And Wolfenstein was 50. There's been quite a few 40 and 50 gig games. Like
Yeah, Sniper was 40, wasn't it? Or was that...
I can't remember. But yeah, it's well. Anyway, we're sort of moving on from that. But we'll move on to next news. Who's next?
Sean.
Go, Sean.
Oh, it's back to me again, is it?
Poor bugger.
Just on Tomb Raider.
No. I'll just go through a quick two little ones that I've got to finish it up, and yeah. So we've got the Unfinished Swan is coming to the PS4.
Okay, yep.
So remember that one there where you throw the
paint
balloons around?
Yep.
And PS4 has now hit 10 million units sold.
Nice.
More than 30 million PS4 games as well. So on average, everyone has 3 games for it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. I've got a little bit more than that. I don't think I'm average. I'm above average, and that is what she said.
Compensating.
Nice. All right, sweet as.
Do you know in that short time that you told me to stop watching the football, South have scored 3 tries?
So you're telling me you didn't stop watching the football?
No, I did. I just looked across and seen the score, and it's like they've just scored 3 tries in that 5 minutes.
Are you recording it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No loss.
Turn the fucking TV off then.
Yes, turn it off, douchebag. No one cares. Especially the Souths, or whatever they're called.
We're going to be sitting number 1 on the ladder tonight.
Oh, right, we're not going into that. Stupid football. All right, is it me again?
Yeah.
All right, I've got just one last one that I'm going to make a comment about. Goat Simulator is coming to Xbox One.
Is it exclusive?
I think so.
It's not exclusive. PS4 just went, nah.
Yeah, they just passed on it. Fuck, stupid. All right, Red, I believe you've got something to bring us home with.
Ah, yes, I've got the true definition of the word exclusive. It means restricted to person, group, or area concerned. So, how can we say that Tomb Raider is exclusive to Xbox? It's like, I know it's timed exclusive, but that's like an oxymoron. But they've done a full flip.
Well, because we were chatting the other night when we were playing something.
Last of Us.
Was Last of Us with Onyx.
Yep.
And as he was leaving, he made a comment and he said, "Oh, guys, by the way, Tomb Raider's been announced as an exclusive to the Xbox One." And I said to him, I was like, "Nah, it's that can't be. Like, it's, you know, maybe a special edition or something like that is going to be exclusive to that, and we'll just get a normal one or something like that." I was like, real adamant. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't come to terms with that a game that has been cross-platform and predominantly PlayStation, starting on the original PS1, would do a flip and be an exclusive for a Microsoft console. I couldn't believe it, but I got off the game that we were playing at the time, and I looked it up, and he was right. The story that I read said that it was an Xbox One exclusive, and didn't mention anything about timed exclusive. So, sorry, I'll let you continue on.
I meant this to the group anyway, but yeah, we read, 4 or 5 articles, sent a couple to each other, and not one place did it give any iota of information that it'd be coming to either PC or PlayStation.
Yeah, they actually offered the consolation saying, "We're not forgetting our PlayStation fans." What was that?
Yes, I remember that. I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they said, "We're not forgetting you guys. You guys will be getting Temple of Osiris in 2015 or whatever."
Yeah.
So they made no mention that it was coming to the PlayStation 4 at all. But then they've seemed to, I don't know, after a whole bunch of internet backlash, did a bit of a backflip.
Yeah, it isn't actually the developers that has said that it's a timed exclusive. It came from the head of Xbox that turned around and said that, "Oh, well, you know what, we're not actually, we haven't bought the rights to the franchise, to the IP. We've just bought like release of it. They can do whatever they want with it after it, but they've got it for a certain amount of time. So they haven't bought the IP, they haven't bought the game. They're free to do what they want with it. But who's to say that, the timed exclusive's 2 years, and by the time that they're pumping out something 10 times as good on the PS4. Do we want the game?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that long. But the real issue here is I think it's a bit strange because we had the developer, somebody from Crystal Dynamic, actually saying that it wasn't a timed exclusive. It is exclusive. It is only coming to Xbox, which is what happened back with Splinter Cell Conviction. That never came to anything but PC and Xbox 360. And
that was fantastic, that game.
That was an awesome game. I actually wanted it so much. At that point in my life, I had gotten rid of my 360 because it red ringed, and I kept my PlayStation, my PS3. So I actually bought it on PC and played it on PC, but the PC I had back then was terrible and I couldn't run it. It was so terrible. I actually then went and bought a 360 with that game so I could play it because I love that game so much. And I think that's their goal. That's what they want me to do. They want me to go out and buy the Xbox One so I can play this game that is going to be fantastic. And I think that's fine. I don't mind a timed exclusive. But when you take something that is a third-party developer, so not Sony, not Microsoft, but a third-party developer, I think it's a publisher and developer. What is it? Square Enix still and Crystal Dynamic.
Yep.
And somebody buys them, I would have been pissed off. Obviously not as upset, but I would be disappointed if it was the other way around as well. If it was if it was Sony that bought that game and Microsoft couldn't have it, I would be disappointed, and I think that would be a bad move on the developer's path or the publisher's path because they're limiting themselves to one audience.
Yep.
And they're not going to get the sales purely because they've only got one audience. Not because it's a bad game or whatever, or because, there's more sales for that console or the other one, but just because it's a limit. And it's not the game. Like, it's not Halo, it's not The Last of Us, it's not Uncharted, and it's not Gears of War.
Yeah,
those games can... God of War as well. Those games can stay on their respective consoles, and I don't care if they don't cross over at any stage. That's fine. They are first-party developed video games, and that's how it works. Their respective companies' IP, right? But when you take a game like Tomb Raider, that's always been on all consoles. Same with Splinter Cell. And then to then fuck your fans over who've been buying it on their console, if they've
which would have been a major calling to buy that console in the first place.
Yeah, like I've been a fan and I've been buying Tomb Raider on the PlayStation. But if it was never available on the PlayStation, then I would have never played it, and it's not really any skin off my back. If I want to play that game, yeah, okay, I'll have to buy the other console. But to stop it halfway through, that's a disservice to the fans. I think that's rude.
Yeah.
And I think it's wrong. But look, it's a timed exclusive, so they say. And in my opinion, I think a timed exclusive is going to be anywhere to the vicinity of 3, 6, or 12 months. I don't think it's going to be 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think it's... Yeah. When's it due out, though? This year?
No, next year.
Late
Next year.
Oh, is it late or early?
Oh, holiday, so it could be January or December. That's the...
Well, yeah, when's American holiday? Is that...
Summertime, which is our winter. That'll be holidays, wouldn't it? Or...
Which will be the end of the year for them, isn't it? So, end of next year, I mean, for us.
Yeah.
So, look, yeah, maybe, I don't know, but I'm hoping it's somewhere in the vicinity of 3 to 6 months, but it may, I'm just speculating, it may be 12.
And it's going to go head-to-head with Uncharted, so if I pose a hypothetical to you, you had $550 in the hand to buy a console, would you go get the Xbox One for Tomb Raider, or would you go get the PS4 for Uncharted?
Well, in knowing the games, I would go the PS4 for Uncharted because I believe that although a brilliant game like Tomb Raider was last year, I believe that it was brilliant because it took some things from Uncharted.
Yeah. It did, didn't it? Actually, now you say
I
that.
think it was because the main thing that I loved about it was because it was revamped, stayed true to the character Lara Croft, I thought, but showed that the innocence of her as a younger woman and showing how she actually became the Tomb Raider. The story of it was amazing, except for the weird samurai dude. But we'll get to that.
Well, I mean, Tomb Raider always had that little bit of an element of fucking weird, where the first one had dinosaurs and shit. Yeah. So I cop
and
that.
Square boobs, what's that all about?
Triangle. But look, yeah, I would probably go Uncharted every day of the week. I think it's a I'd say better game. I think Naughty Dog just have that edge. They're just a little bit better at what they do.
Yes.
They've had a little bit more practice.
16, we'll get definitive and it'll actually run at 1080.
Well, that'd be alright. I'll be happy with that. But yeah, alright. Is that it for the news?
Yeah.
I'll just the last one I watched The Good Game on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And they had their top 100.
Top 100, yes.
Yes.
Good call.
Did you watch this at all?
I did, yeah.
Yes. Did you
swear at my TV?
Throw stuff at the TV with number 1?
Yes.
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 So I'll run it down. I'll do the top 20 like they did.
Okay,
just
cool.
Quickly, we'll go. Top 20 was Halo. So that was the original one. 19 was Assassin's Creed 2. 18 was Mass Effect 3.
And stop there. When that came out, I was like, oh, I liked Mass Effect 3, but I like Mass Effect 2 better. But continue.
Borderlands 2 was number 17. Good fun. Ridiculous. Dark Souls. Die, I guess. Final Fantasy 7. This is the first one with all the really revamped graphics, which looked really, really good for its time. Number 14, I thought should have been higher in the list, and that's Half-Life 2. 13 was GoldenEye, the first one with the co-op in it, the multiplayer. They showed it, and they were talking about on there that now we're all sitting in rooms by ourselves playing a game on a 60-inch TV, whereas the GoldenEye with their multiplayer, you were playing it on a little 30-centimetre TV, and you were looking at a quarter of the screen trying to play it. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Actually, I made that comment to Jason when he was down here last time, and we were playing Mario Kart 8 4-player, and I said, you know what the funny thing is? The screen size that we're playing on, so the quarter of my screen, is probably bigger still than the TV I played my games on when I was a kid.
Yep. Kids these days are spoiled.
Yep.
12, which I thought should have been a bit higher on the list as well, was Batman Arkham City. Yep. 11 was Mass Effect 2.
And I was very happy then. I was like, yeah, all right. Mass Effect 2 was awesome.
10 was World of Warcraft, which is fantastic. That's good for a 10-year-old game. Number 9 was Bioshock Infinite. Another one that you weren't too impressed with, Luke. Number 8, Fallout 3.
Yeah,
so I played a bit of it. I think I was a bit spoiled by the Fallout. Well, I was spoiled, but didn't like it because I played New Vegas before I played Fallout 3. But Fallout 3 is pretty cool. It's got Liam Neeson in it.
Yeah, it's too broken for me. I played it on PC and it kept crashing.
I played about 90 hours of Fallout 3.
How long? 90?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and as they say in it, it is very brown.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, except for the HUD's nice and bright green, isn't it?
Yeah. Number 7 is Red Dead Redemption.
Top game.
John Marston, and just the whole open world looked really, really cool. Number 6 is one that I haven't played, but seeing more and more of it, I think that I will go out and purchase it from the little $10 bin, and that was Portal 2.
You haven't played Portal 2?
No.
Oh, I wish this is one of those games I wish I could delete my memory so I could play it again and have the first impressions again. Awesome game.
Yeah. Number 5 was Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, sorry, play it on PC.
Portal 2.
Yeah, well,
I think I've got that on your Steam, don't you?
Yeah, I've got it on Steam.
Yep.
So if you want to play it on there, it's just my recommendation. It just looks and plays so brilliantly on PC.
Oh,
use
okay.
use a 360 controller if you can.
Yeah. I think it's on. I'll have to have a look. Oh, I just put my Steam up over my list. Okay. Number 4, Minecraft.
Yeah, that's fair.
So innovative. Everyone plays it. Everybody can play it. It's very simple to pick up and have a go. And if you don't know anything about it, then you just jump online and everything's there. There's a massive online community with it, and
On pretty much every platform.
Red's the only person on earth not to play it.
I know. I'm looking forward to teaching you and showing you the ropes, though.
Yeah,
yes,
look forward to
we need
it.
to get the server back up and running again, I think.
I'm looking forward to playing it on the PS4.
Oh yeah.
But if you kicked it in the guts, the server I'll join.
Yeah. Cool. What are we up to? Number 3, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
The game that I wish I loved.
Yeah.
Like, I love the art and I love the lore and all that sort of stuff, but I just don't enjoy the game.
No. I've played a few Zeldas on the on the like emulators and stuff I've got, and yeah, I just don't think it does it justice anymore. But after playing a lot of the games that we've played now, I would love to see what they did if they sold Zelda to a third-party developer and we had it cross-platformed. I think it would be fantastic to see what they could do with it.
That won't happen within the next 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because Nintendo have enough money to hold on to their stuff. They don't need to do anything like that.
Yes, and number 2 was it was pretty high up on our list when we talked about it.
I got the shits when this happened.
Last of Us.
Number 2, The Last of Us.
I cracked it. I shouted at my TV. My wife ran in and went, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "Fucking The Last of Us got number 2. That's
What the fuck beat
bullshit."
that?
The
Well,
Elder
that's
Scrolls
what
5
pissed me off.
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Oh, what?
If it was the other way around, I'd be happy.
You sitting
And
there
you
with
know
a
why
watch.
that probably got it? Because it was cross-platform.
Cross-platform.
Well,
Is
more
it?
people
And
would
more
have played
people
it.
would have had access to it to play it. So
Yeah.
for The Last of Us to get it and be a console exclusive, then I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The ones that are in there that are like really quite low down the list, which I thought would have been a bit higher, is Uncharted 3. That was number 89.
Oh, rad.
Then there was
Did Tony Hawk make it?
no,
No.
I didn't see anything in there. Watch Dogs, number 68. Batman Arkham Asylum, so the original one, was number 72. A game that I thought was should have been higher, but Doom, that came in at 55. Halo 2, 4 and Reach came in at 59, 60 and 61. Far Cry 3 was pretty far down there, number 43. Uncharted 2 was 35. See, Uncharted 2 was awesome. I thought it should have been up a bit higher than that. The new Tomb Raider reboot coming at number 23. So I thought could have been a bit higher as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Good news. Good stuff.
Thanks, man. That was cool.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up. That was awesome. All right, well, we'll move on to What's That Sound, yeah?
Yep.
I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
All right, this week I didn't have time or the ability today to pick up a What's That Sound, so Red has provided us with something, so I'm going to have a go at working out what this one is. So Before we go into, I always do this. I always forget. Last week's What's That Sound?
Was a man sent to kill or a slave? A man chooses. A slave obeys.
Sean, did you get it? Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah,
after you were bagging me and I just blurted the answer out.
Yeah, that's right. It was from BioShock, the original. It was Andrew Ryan said a man chooses and a slave obeys. We had a couple of people get the correct answers. Let me just bring up who they were. It was Rusky Big Muskie, our good long-time listener, and also Mitch Sniddle Sumner, I think it was. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, it was. Sorry, I didn't note it down, but just having a look through there. Yeah, it was those two guys. Congratulations. You guys both got your free games. Congratulations and thanks for having a crack at What's That Sound. All right, so this week's What's That Sound, without further ado, let me just check the volumes. I'll play this one for you. Red, obviously you're not playing. It's me and Sean. Might be a bit tricky to hear through the microphone, but did you hear it well enough?
Can I get it again?
Oh, you can have it again. Did you need it louder?
Not really. Yeah, if I could. It's
All right.
Yeah.
Try again. I think I know what it is.
It's original Wolfenstein.
What?
No.
I'm thinking that fail is the translation through the actual Skype, but because I think, in my opinion, that's way off. Red, you're the only one that knows.
Oh, okay, I must have been. Yeah, it sounds like they're the old school.
Don't say what it is yet. I want to have a go, but was he right or wrong?
Wrong, and it is old school. It's a
yeah.
It is old school.
I'm thinking it's
Yes.
Yeah! Woohoo!
He's on fire!
Yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
It sounded like to me was when you're running along in the original Wolfenstein, you open the doors, it sounded like the clunking. And
okay.
You get shot in it, you go, roar, roar, and it just wasn't very good.
Have another listen, see if it makes sense to you now.
Oh, he's on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you listening to the show believe that you know what this week's What's That Sound is, feel free to send us a message to the Aussie Gamers Express Facebook page and just say to us, I think this week's What's That Sound is blah, blah, blah. And if you're correct or even remotely in the vicinity of what a correct answer may be, you'll receive a free downloadable code for a Steam game. So plenty to give out still, so keep on keeping on. But if I am not mistaken, that brings us to the end of episode 42. Is that about right?
Yeah.
I think so. Well, we've finished the show this week, so why not take this opportunity to head across to our Facebook page. Just give Aussie Gamers Express a like. And FYI, we've just added Express to Aussie Gamers, so it's all new and fancy like. Just type in the words www.facebook.com/AussieGamers2012. And by simply liking our page, you'll be helping support what we do for the Australian gaming community. And while you're at it, you can subscribe to our this podcast using iTunes, Stitcher, or TuneIn Radio. And those have all got apps on popular smartphones out today. Just search for Aussie Gamers Express. And if you like using Twitter, you can follow us using @AussieGamers12. That's 12 for the numbers, not the letters 12. And you can watch our Twitch stream. Once I get my internet up and running, I'll be using that again at Aussie Gamers TV. And that's at twitch.tv. And you can also send snail mail to us using PO Box 130, Cranebrook, New South Wales 2749.
I'm just also going to add in as well that you can now listen to our podcast on your PS4 via the TuneIn Radio app.
Oh yeah, TuneIn Radio's on there.
And YouTube, yeah.
And YouTube, I forgot to mention that as well. That's what I thought you were going to say. That we've also got the podcast popped up on YouTube every week as well, and it's also becomes the if you haven't subscribed to us, it'll be like the introduction video will be the latest podcast as well, so that's easy to get to. So yeah, we're
It's not talking about apps. The WWE Network is now global, and you can get the app on your PS4.
I saw that. Is that free?
No, mate, $10 a month.
Okay, and that's so you can watch your wrestling, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm out.
That's pretty cool, actually. Is it? Do you have to pay extra for the pay-per-views?
No, that's pay-per-views, everything.
Ah, so $10 a month.
Yeah, minimum 6-month contract, so $60, and you get six
that's
pay-per-views.
alright.
6 pay-per-views, $150.
Yeah.
Are you keen on that, Sean?
Yeah, I am actually. I used to watch wrestling all the time.
What about you, Rick?
Watch every Royal Rumble and every Mania.
Oh, I love the Royal Rumble. That's awesome.
Yeah, we watch it live. We get it, and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's the only day in the year I'm allowed to get pissed before 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. What's the other one, Luke? The Super Bowl day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even give a shit about the Super Bowl, but I'll go and have a drink.
Yeah, go and have a nice brekkie. Yeah.
Oh, Kale, he puts on good feed, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He even goes to the effort and gets those American white and red, like plastic cups.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet as. Well, I think I'm due to go and play some video games because I haven't played any games today.
Test.
Just quickly, what
Yeah.
was the new demo that you were talking about that's coming up on the
Oh, what is it?
Oh,
PlayStation?
PT.
PT, yeah.
That's the trailer to the Silent Hill.
Oh, is it just a video, is it?
No, it's a demo.
It's about an hour's worth of gameplay.
Of the new Silent Hill?
Yep, it's called PT for player testing or player testable or something like that.
Uh-huh. And this is the one that Hideo Kojima reckons is going to make you wet your pants.
Yep, it's 1.2 gig. I got it earlier today with because I had to reformat my PlayStation. I got that and Outlast. I'm going to have a bit of a scare fest this weekend.
Okay, so have you played any of it yet?
No, mate, no.
I want to know if they've got that sound. What is this? The original. That's Resident Evil, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Resident Evil.
That's Resident
You
Evil.
were almost a Jill sandwich.
Jill sandwich.
Yeah, different game.
That was a What's the Sound about 10 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. That was one of the quotes.
Thanks, mate.
Well,
Yeah, thanks for my free game.
yeah, you will. You ain't seeing you that anymore, do you?
No, but the friendship makes up for it, mate.
Oh, I love you too, man. All right, let's go and watch some video.
Yay.
All right, guys, thank you.
All right, I have been Luke One.
I have been Sean Thorncliffe. What's
And
my
I'm
name?
Red.
That's it. And together we are
Aussie Gamers Express Life.
All right.
All right, good night and see you later.
Good night.
See you guys.